Today on Realty Connects Long Island, we will be speaking about the dramatic shift in interest rates. We will also have a discussion on cell phone disconnect. And of course, we will have our featured listings and so much more. Join us. Good morning and welcome to Realty Connects Long Island. I'm here today with my co-host, John Fitzgerald. I'm Karin Caro, and there is no Michael Arlino today. Boy, we miss him, but what's he doing?
Michael's down in Florida enjoying some sunshine. So,
okay,
yeah.
But we did get a heat wave.
I don't know if he misses us as much as we might miss him.
Well, hopefully he is watching.
Yeah.
Okay,
but I'm sure he'll be back on Monday. We'll put him back to work.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
But we did get a little bit of a heat wave right now.
Yeah, things are good.
Things are good. But I saw that we are expecting more snow, John.
No.
Yep, I did.
No,
Tuesday, Wednesday.
No, it can't happen.
I'm not kidding
you. I think we've had enough. I think we've had enough.
Everybody's saying that. Isn't it funny? The first time it snows, I'm so excited. Then the second time, I'm still excited. Third and fourth time, still excited. 11, 12 storms out, I am done too.
Done, yeah. I know that snow's not necessarily good for every business either. So
I know.
A lot of retailers and restaurants
what about real
and
estate?
places like that.
I mean, I've heard from some real estate agents, do you really want to be pushing your house for sale right now because it really looks messy even?
Well, the good news about
snow.
real estate is that in a restaurant business, so to speak, if they have a bad snowstorm and people don't go out to dinner that night, they're never going to get that dinner back again.
That's true.
For us, if we didn't sell a house because of a snowstorm, people are still going to buy a house. It's just they're going to wait till the weather breaks a little bit. So it might slow the market down a little bit for us as far as our monthly stats, but
it's not going away. They're still buying.
Those people are still going to come out and buy a house. So.
Well, I want to remind the viewers that you can call in or text at 516-704-5406. Please stay connected to us, and John Fitzgerald will answer every single text, even during the show. Okay, so what do you got for us today?
Well, I know that we've talked about interest rates so much, but there's so many dramatic changes going on that I had to bring it out one more time. And I brought a few charts and graphs to kind of give the viewers an idea of what this really means to them.
Yeah.
So I'm going to jump through that and just give them an idea.
This graph is a little bit scary.
Yeah. Well, we all know that originally the Fed's the stimulus package is going to end, but originally they said they weren't going to end it so quickly. So interest rates, once they made that first announcement, they went down and they stayed down. But then just recently, the Feds decided they were going to stop buying bonds at $85 million a month. And so what happened, $85 billion, I'm sorry. So what happened is they started to cut back, and they want to end the stimulus package by the end of 2014. So the rates have changed dramatically, and this is just to give you an idea of what it looks like.
Okay.
The rates have gone up almost a full % already.
Wow.
And
you were saying this.
Yeah, it doesn't look like an ominous thing, so to speak, when you first see it. But the effect on the market is interesting, and Fannie and Freddie are saying the rates are going to go over 5%. So we know that that's coming, and that's going to dramatically affect buying power. And I brought some information along just to give you an idea about how that's going to affect the consumer.
The graphs are all a lot to consume, but when we get these bullet points from you, you know.
Yes. So this kind of shows you the breakdown. So in December 2012, an average sale price, and these are national statistics.
Okay, not
local Long Island statistics. That you would have to call your Realty Connect agent, and we provide you with all the local Long Island statistics.
I like that, a reason to call, folks.
So nationally, if you bought a house at $230,000, had a mortgage at $230,600 at 3.35%, your principal and interest payment was $1,016. The market nationally has gone up, so that same house now would be priced at $246,800, and with the change in the rate, the payment would go to $1,244.
That's significant.
So over a 30-year period, you're paying $82,000 more for that house.
Right. Wow.
Okay. This
I
shows
don't like seeing that.
What's projected now from 2014 to 2015 for the increase and the change in the rates. And again, the chart shows you could be paying $72,000 more for the house by waiting to purchase it as the rates go up.
So again, it doesn't really matter if it's snowing. Get that house.
Get the house.
Okay.
And this summarizes it just a little bit to show consumers what the buying power is and how it changes. If you can afford $1,900, and if you look at that, that's over here. If you can afford $1,900 a month as your monthly payment at the 4% interest rate, you can go to $400,000 on your mortgage.
That's a beautiful thing.
As the rates go up, if they go up to 5%,
You're not going to be able to.
you would go down to $360,000. That's $40,000 in
Right.
buying power
That
that
takes
you
you-
lose.
Totally.
And that takes you out of an entire marketplace into a different market
Right.
shift. So I highly recommend
Right.
people that are ready to purchase to go out there this weekend, next weekend, and continue to do that until
Okay.
they find their house. Because by the end of 2014,
Right.
we're going to see this shift in the rates, and we're going to see a dramatic change in payments that people have to make in order
Right.
to purchase a house.
And I love what you're saying, John. It's just that when there is that mess in the house and the kids have been home for 6 days
Yeah,
straight,
I know.
you do not want to be cleaning up boots and shoveling that driveway. I mean, my kids fell in the driveway. It was a complete sheet of ice. So to ask home buyers to come out in that, but I got to tell you, if someone did call to see my house and they were really serious,
They're ready to go.
I would make sure that,
They're absolutely
that
ready
I'm
to go.
putting salt
Yeah.
down, even though it wasn't found anywhere salt in the tri-state area.
No, they ran out of salt. They ran out of everything. They don't have enough money to plow.
Yeah.
And look at the potholes in the roads from
I
all
know.
this stuff. Oh
it's,
my God,
it's very, very sad. And
amazing,
that, I
yeah.
think, can reflect a neighborhood with all those potholes that you're driving around and you say, "Oh, there's potholes everywhere." People
Yeah.
aren't realizing that, you
How
know.
much the effect of the snow, yeah.
Right.
But, you know, in general, the market's good. The timing is good.
Yes.
And the snow's going away.
Yes, it is.
So we're in good shape there,
Coming
too.
back.
Yeah.
It's coming back. It loves us.
So
All right.
We're excited about the things to come. So if you're ready to buy a house, I would say run out there and buy one.
Yeah.
And projected, just so everybody knows, they always ask me, what's going to happen in New York? Well, projected
I know.
appreciation for New York State is 3%.
Okay.
Okay, over the course of a year. So that's not 3% a month or 3% right now. You take
Yeah.
the 3%, you divide it by 12, and that's the projected appreciation monthly. So there's not going to be a dramatic increase, and that depends on everything staying level. All the rates staying level, the economy staying level, no changes, no shifts.
Yeah, well, what are the chances?
So that's not going to happen.
Right.
So that 3% could turn into a little bit less, a little bit more. I don't think it's going to go to more, but that's projected appreciation in New York.
The Nostradamus of real estate is here with us today. And you are
This is-
right on.
Yeah, we've been
You're on
pretty
key with everything.
We've been pretty good for the last year in projecting what's going to happen. So,
Yes, thank
yeah.
God, because that's what I'm associated with you. I just,
Yeah.
that's excellent. Okay, so what else do we have
Well,
today?
we were going to talk a little bit about. There's some other things that are going on that I find that's pretty interesting. So I thought we'd just talk a little bit about it. In what's
Oh.
happening with the internet
technology.
and
Okay.
technology and cell phones, and the reason I'm bringing it out is sort of in
Am I on my
what we
phones
do.
too much?
Are we all?
Maybe,
Yeah.
2 phones, a
Were
couple
there-
iPads, and an iMac.
Yeah, there's this. The world came together because of the internet.
Right. And it is a beautiful thing.
I think that's fabulous.
But-
I think what's happened because of the internet on a local level, families have disconnected.
Yeah, look at this group.
The families, everybody
Yeah.
has their own device, their own iPhone, their iPad, their laptop, whatever it might be. I think there's just a recent commercial by one of the internet providers saying,
And they're proud of it.
"Oh, thank God, we finally got some connection in every room. Now my family's happy," and they're all in different rooms on their
Except when you have to call your
devices,
family to make
yes.
sure that they come down for dinner.
Isn't that
because
the
there's no other way to get
My
in touch
daughter's
with them.
upstairs. She texts down
What's
to
for
my
dinner?
wife, "What's for dinner?"
For dinner.
She's texting from a flight of stairs above.
Yeah, I have to call my son because he's on the Xbox,
Yeah.
and the only way to get in touch with him is to call him and say, "Come down for dinner."
It's unbelievable.
Yeah,
It
there's
is.
no. Wouldn't even improve if I put an intercom system.
No.
Which might improve my house sale, right?
The value, maybe.
Does it increase the value putting an
I
intercom
don't know that an
system in?
intercom system would. I think it might deter
think I'm
most
gonna get
men
a
from
horn.
buying the house because you know.
Really? I'm in the bathroom, honey. Leave me alone.
Well, you know when your wife says we have to talk, and you go, "Oh my God!" So now if she has the intercom, forget about it. You know?
Oh, I'm
just
sorry for
kidding.
John's wife right now. And Michael.
So I don't know if that will enhance
Okay.
the value.
Yeah,
But
so what is it doing to our market, though?
I think
And
it's
how is it
crazy the
relative? Mm-hmm.
way people communicate. But what we've found, and I'm part of this focus group and doing some research on it, that even when you turn your cell phone off, it's literally still on.
Right.
People never disconnect anymore
No.
because even if their phone's off,
You're thinking
they're
about it.
thinking about the emails
Yes.
they're getting. They're
what
thinking
you
about the
have to do.
texts they're getting. They're thinking about now
Right.
they're even more anxious that the phone's off because they're worried about all the things they're missing.
Well,
And
not
all the
even
things
just
they're gonna
missing,
have to catch up.
with. Oh,
Exactly.
That's what I think.
They
of.
have to, and I know your cell phone goes off every 3 seconds.
Yes, but I
because
know
of the
that I have
business
to
you're
put it
in.
away. Yeah, it's driven
and for you, it's
completely.
business.
Yes,
It's
but
business.
still,
Yeah.
it's not good to to have it on all the time, to be sitting at the dinner table with it. There are times when I really do say to myself, it's gone. We're watching a movie or we're together having dinner and I have to put it away. And I wish that there were more times like that, but it's so true, what you're saying.
And I like what you just said, having it put away at certain times. I think it's a question we should ask our viewers.
Okay.
How do you handle your cell phones with the family, with the kids at dinner time? I mean, I actually see people out in restaurants and they give their kids an iPad to play on.
I was reading an article here,
so
John,
that they
that said,
don't get disturbed during dinner.
That's it. I want to eat dinner with my husband in peace, so I give my child an iPad. This was on Bits back in March last year, and they were discussing how they don't know the long-term effects of doing that. That
I'm
the
sure
children
there will be some,
at 2, 3 years old, I mean, our children have learned to communicate. We didn't have those devices that they just played with. The cell phone was a thing that the kids could not touch because they could break it and it was very expensive.
Oh, right.
And now we're giving these kids,
$1,000
$1,000 pieces of equipment.
And they keep getting upgrades constantly.
Yeah. So what are the
I'd love to
long-term
hear
effects?
what our audience, what our viewers think.
Can they text and call you about that?
They can text and call about that.
Are we doing does it relate to real estate at all? You're going to give us a study that says these kids are our next.
Well, we as real estate professionals have to relate to that generation of people so that
absolutely do.
Basically we can communicate with them on that level. We can't be saying, leaving voicemails because they're not listening to voicemails. No. You have to be texting and tweeting and doing the things that you have to do.
Right. Well, obviously you're ahead of the curve with this internet show.
We work very hard at it, and thank you, yes. And by the way, I have to give you kudos. This show is fabulous. Yes. You're fabulous.
Really?
The Daily Blue is fabulous.
You're great.
But yesterday you put together a focus group of professionals and, media personalities and TV personalities and brought everybody into a room so that they could help coach them to be on the show. And that's a fabulous thought process on your part.
Thank you. That's cool. Well, we have a great thing going on here, and it's important to us that, we are not newscasters, and we have not been trained to do so. So to just completely start and say, here, you're on the internet and you have a show. Here's all these cameras around you, and you've had no training, but be yourself.
I'm fine with that.
Right. And
but this is you're way ahead of the curve.
That's cool. Well, I'm happy to be with you on
We're
this.
excited about being
It's
on
really
this show.
excellent. So again, the community, the next generation watching this show, and that they can get valuable information about real estate and about what's happening, and that's a kind of what we want to be ahead of the curve
100%.
also to be in touch with people.
And that's why we love being here, because that's where everyone is. They're on the internet.
Right.
So this show travels.
Yeah.
It goes wherever they are.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, and that's the greatest thing. You're not going to pick up your TV set and take it out. And,
no, but that would be interesting, like one of those boom boxes. I grew up in the they had the boom boxes.
Oh, yeah. So the show travels, and we're on it, so we're with those that generation, and we're excited about that.
Sending a text message used to be, giving you a note in class.
And getting in trouble for that. I remember that.
Read it out loud, kids, that note.
Yes, what did you say?
Oh, geez, I don't want to read that. So that's interesting. So if you have a comment about texting in your house, the cell phone use, the computer use in your house, we want to hear about it, because John is doing his own personal study about this. Michael's going to be texting into you right now. And the number again is 516
They are texting me right now, actually.
5406. Really?
Yes.
Okay, you could tell us. Let's hear what people have to say. We're all waiting anxiously.
This one
it's a
says,
text, get home.
They're asking me an opinion on this. I really don't know, but I'd be happy to answer it.
Okay.
It says, at what age should a child have a phone? Is 8 too young, in your opinion?
Oh, this is a personal, I think, a personal decision.
That's interesting.
It is very interesting.
I would think 8 years old is too young, yes. But then
but
at my age, I probably would think, wait, no.
Nostradamus, like, listen, the kids are the future.
It depends, I guess, what they're going to do with that phone.
And it also depends on the dynamics of a family, because we have 4 children, and each kid was getting a phone, and they got the phone when they graduated elementary school, which I really didn't want to do in the first place. And then all of a sudden, the youngest, who's still in elementary school, he didn't have a phone, and we're all communicating on texts and sending pictures.
Right.
There is that element of being together.
It does. You do need it.
Yeah.
You do need
and they're never like without us.
Yeah.
So it's not that we need to communicate with them after school.
The thing is we can't stop what's happening.
No.
So
you
we have to find a way to buy into it and monitor it and work with it.
Absolutely.
So that it really comes back into being a family and a communicative process.
Sure.
But we're not going to stop it.
Right.
This is what people are brought up with, and this
But
is
how
what
do
people
you
are going to stay with.
monitor? I mean, an 8-year-old, John, how do you monitor? Because the internet has the capability of taking a child into places that you don't want them to be, including
Yeah.
on Vine and Instagram. And I am monitoring what the kids are doing, but truthfully, they can get to other avenues that I cannot monitor.
I don't know how to monitor that, and I'm not sure, but that's
a
the
scary,
individual
scary
family's going to
subject.
have to do that.
Sure.
But what we do know how to monitor is the new listings that we have
And
from Realty Connect.
We better
And
get
we
to
don't
real
want to
estate.
not show those listings.
No, we definitely do.
We get so
Michael
much
will yell at us.
excitement from the consumers when they see a house that they like
Do
on the
they?
show
I
and they give
bet.
a
I
call
would
in.
love
It's
that.
terrific. So and again, for the call-in number is 702-5406. That's 516. You can text or call in on that number. And the email address, as you can see, realtyconnect@gmail.com. So let's take a look at what's in store for us with our new listings.
All
Here's
right.
one in Farmingville, I'm sorry, and Katie Cardinale is the agent that listed this. This is a perfect starter home, 2 bedrooms, brand new bath, big workshop.
adorable.
Yeah, it's a great
reminds me a
house.
lot of
It's
my
in
first
excellent
house.
condition, $220,000. You can be in your new home.
Except if you do not get right away, because the interest rates will go up.
Yes, it might
gonna
be.
take you out of
it might be
pocket.
more difficult.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice house. Cute. Really charming.
And there's
It
a
looks
nice
like a big
pool in
piece
the
of property.
backyard. Yeah, and the snow will be gone, so you don't have to worry about
Sure.
buying it with the snow. It's going to go. Here's one on Fir Grove in Ronkonkoma. James Manicus listed this. Another $256,000, and you can be in a new home. This is new siding, new windows, granite countertops.
Decent
really
taxes,
a great house. Taxes
right?
are good. Yeah.
I mean, taxes can be
I
very,
mean, you know
very
what we
high.
pay.
Yes,
Long
I
Island
do.
taxes can be high.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a great
And
house.
it looks beautiful. It's
Yeah,
completely
and look inside.
redone. Wow.
It's got that
that's
open floor plan to it, so it's
very
great for
pretty.
entertaining. Brand new kitchen, stainless appliances.
And it's still, wow, very inexpensive. And this is in
Horse
Center
Block
Reach.
Road in Center Reach.
You know, I
Cindy
grew up
Shepherd.
right over there. Oh,
Did
and
you?
I
I didn't know that.
Did you know I
Okay.
knew Cindy Shepherd since I was
No.
a child?
Really?
Baby, yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, she's a
That's
great
fantastic.
woman.
Yeah,
and I
terrific.
love that she has this listing right in our my old neighborhood.
And this one's
And
all
it's
set
very
up with
pretty.
new vinyl siding and roof, in-ground sprinklers. It has everything you would want. Beautiful ranch.
It is really nicely maintained.
Look at that, hardwood floors.
Charming.
That's a great looking living room. Really nice. And here's another one in Bohemia. Dennis Murphy has this one.
Oh, I like Dennis. He's
yeah.
another great guy. You have
Dennis
a lot of
is
great
terrific.
agents.
We've been actually attracting some of the great professionals in the industry. We're
Yeah.
attracting young entrepreneurs, people
Yeah.
who want to make a business
Absolutely.
and a livelihood out of this profession, and they're doing excellent with it. And the thing that I like about it is all of the technology and all these things that we talk about, they're delivering that to our consumers. They're delivering that on a daily basis.
Using this,
When you have an agent that really works in that realm, we're exposing houses to hundreds of thousands of people. We're exposing them to hundreds of sites on the internet.
Sure.
We're doing things that really are promoting properties. So you can't guarantee where that buyer is coming from, but we're looking in every nook and every corner and every cranny to find that buyer so that we make
Yeah.
sure we get the right buyer for your
That's
home.
excellent. And
Yeah.
Dennis is definitely
Dennis
doing
is
that.
right on
He's
top
one
of that.
yeah.
Right on top of that. And this
It's
is
a
a great
beautiful
house
house.
he's got here.
It looks good with the snow,
Yeah.
right? It's got curb appeal with the snow. It gives it just such a very nice view. That's
Nice
pretty.
interior kitchen, beautiful.
Okay, next
Here's
one.
one in, a little too quick on that. This
Okay.
is in Oakdale. Beautiful, beautiful. This is, I believe, a condo, I think.
Really?
A condo or co-op, yeah.
Oh, because it looks like a tremendous house
Yeah.
for
There's a
400,000, right?
couple of them there, yeah.
Okay, so it's right in Oakdale, and
Yeah.
it's 344,000. And Paul Musso has this, another great
Yeah,
agent.
Paulie
I like
Rini,
Paul a
yeah.
lot. And I don't know Rini, but I'll have to meet her. I met
Rini's
her at some
terrific.
of your
Great
events.
personality, yeah,
That's
she's
great.
fabulous.
Look at this guy with his feet up. Is that Paul?
I guess. sit out on the patio with your feet up
Paul's
and have a glass
enjoying
of
himself
wine
while
with
he's
the fire
listing
going.
houses.
No, you can't beat that.
I love it. That's great.
Here's another one in Rocky Point. Sandy Bellucci has this one. Again, good taxes. And this one is $349. Terrific house. Really great house. 2 new baths in this. Large master bedroom. Private bath.
And again, the snow just gives this beautiful appeal.
It makes
really
it
is
look good. We should have
pretty.
these around the holidays next
Yeah,
year.
right?
We'll save these.
You'll
I hope they're
save
not
them.
still on the market. No.
We'll just reuse them though. Okay, in Huntington, we have
Huntington.
again
Julie
under
Potamati has
450.
this one. Nice house. Beautiful split.
And again, an excellent and very efficient agent. She's a lovely
Yeah,
woman.
Judy does a lot with new construction also. So if you're looking
And
for
this
a new
actually
house,
looks
she's a
fairly
great
new,
woman to
but
talk to.
it's it doesn't mention that, but it obviously is beautiful upkeep.
Yep.
Excellent. More? Do we have
That
more?
was the inside. Oh, we have another one.
Oh.
Yes, Center Ridge. We have another one. 469,000. This is a huge house. Excellent condition. Living room with fireplace, den, central air. Has everything you could want.
Look at that
in your new
garage.
home. Yeah, terrific house.
Could live there, John.
Yeah. And here's another one in Center Ridge, and this one's 469. Oh, this is
This
the
is
back of that same house. I
Yeah.
apologize. Yeah.
That's beautiful. Wow. Look at that. That's
Great
stunning.
backyard.
And in East Northport, we
East
have
Northport.
under.
Susan Palatori has this one, and
I don't know
another
how you
beautiful
remember
split.
saying all these names,
Oh,
John.
yeah.
Wow. Very pretty. And this is in East Northport, which I love that town.
Yeah,
My
very
favorite
nice. Right by
restaurant
the water,
is in Northport.
restaurants,
Maroney's.
nice. Maroney's.
You go there?
Okay.
Great
No, I
restaurant,
haven't tried it.
John.
No, I'm going to have to try it.
I will
Yeah.
connect you there for
So we
sure.
just got a plug for Maroney.
Well, Maroney's great people. They're
Excellent.
Very,
All
very
right.
great people. Okay.
And another one in Northport, and this is Jeannie Schwartz. And again, 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, center hall, splanch, 549. Great house. Beautiful house, great curb appeal.
It looks
And with
big.
a fireplace. And another one, Northport is going to be a hot town this month. 785 on this
know.
one. Beautiful house.
And I love Betty also.
Betty's an excellent
This
agent.
looks
Wow, look at the
like,
fireplace in that.
a
That's
really
dramatic.
unique house,
Yeah.
huh? Okay.
Great house. Fire
Wow.
Island. Oh man, look at
Fire
that one.
Island,
Fire Island
Babylon.
Avenue in Babylon.
Oh my
yeah,
gosh,
that's
John,
a huge,
this is
beautiful,
beautiful.
beautiful house.
I wonder.
$999.
I wonder how old it is. It looks it's Victorian, but it
Yeah,
doesn't
that's
say
a
the age
beautiful
of the
section
house.
down there with some of
It's
those
just
older
beautiful.
houses. Yeah.
That's
Really
tremendous.
Nice. Really nice.
And under $1 million. Look at the size of that house. It's like looking
Fabulous.
at TR's
Yeah.
house, Teddy Roosevelt.
So that's just some of our listings.
I know. You can find a lot more if you call your Realty Connects agent or
Yeah.
you want to talk with John about any of the listings that you saw today. 516-704-5406. One day I'll get that phone number without having to look at my paper. But okay, so thank you for joining us today. I am your host, Karin Caro, with my co-host, John Fitzgerald. We missed you today, Michael, but we'll be back again every Friday at 11:30 on thedailyblue.com. And any last notes to wrap up on?
No, I'd just say thank you all for watching this show, and I hope you're enjoying what we're presenting to you. And the market, the real estate market, is on fire, so take advantage of that. This is a great time to be involved in it.
We love you, John.
All
Thanks,
right.
everyone, for watching. Have a great day.
Thanks.